Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Exactly 10 years ago, I created this YouTube channel. And the curious thing is that the very first video that I ever uploaded on this channel has nothing to do with football. At the time, I was big on paper airplanes, and you guys can see it for yourself. I still have that very first video available to watch just for nostalgia's sake. But basically, guys, I was very big into making paper airplanes, and I just loved watching YouTube videos of people making different paper airplanes. I was inspired by the way how these videos were made, because you had the camera staring down on the table and you had a guy showing the steps of how you folded the paper and stuff, and I wanted to be a part of that as well. I wanted to do videos like that. Hence, the very first video of this Football Galaxy channel that has nothing to do with football. But you guys can also see how relatively soon things took a different turn, because after that, there was no more paper airplane videos. Honestly, I have no clue what happened. I have no idea why I threw that out the window and I just decided to go for a whole new different direction. But what I do remember is that later on, I was also interested in making edited videos. As a matter of fact, even way before I joined YouTube, back when I was a kid, I used to go to my dad's computer, open Adobe Premiere Pro, and just edit videos just for my own fun. And keeping in mind, I had no classes on using Adobe Premiere Pro. My dad helped me with editing these videos. But after the idea of the paper airplanes, I wanted to do these edited videos that were really more like movie trailers for football stuff. Back then, I was big on LA Galaxy, so I used to do them for LA Galaxy. I think I even did a World Cup one for the 2018 World Cup. I did an MLS one, I think, as well. So yeah, around that period of time, that's when I was slowly starting to get into making videos related to football. And then in 2017, that's when I really started to kick things off with my channel. I guess for anyone's childhood, we just reached that period of time where like there's these trends that happen that really grab our attention and we really focus on them and we want to be or do exactly what that trend is doing. So at first it was paper airplanes, then I was making these like movie trailer videos, and then I stumbled upon the one thing that essentially inspired the main foundation of this channel: football gameplay. The truth is, guys, 8 of the past 10 years of this channel has been football gameplay videos, and I just enjoyed making them a lot. I feel like I speak for all the FIFA guys out there who used to grow up with FIFA back in the early 2000s. If you didn't play FIFA, then you watched FIFA, and watching FIFA was just so fun. And I reached the point where I was just heavily invested in it. I loved watching videos from Spencer FC, from Stavdi, who was one of the biggest FIFA mobile gamers out there, and then later along the road also came FNG, who also started his channel with FIFA gameplay. And that essentially is what inspired me to make football gameplay videos as well. Now the difference though is that I actually never grew up playing games on console. Mobile was always a platform that I grew up in. So essentially, 90% of this channel is football mobile gameplay. And I used to play a lot of football mobile games at the time. From FIFA Mobile, to Dream League Soccer, to PES Mobile, to Soccer Manager, to Football Manager Mobile, to Top 11. I essentially played like the top 7 mobile games throughout all these years. And like I said, I enjoyed making videos of it. I mean, there was just something about it that I just wanted to record myself to show people what I was up to. Like, you know, my skills in the game, the cards and the players that I got. And that's basically the motivation, the blood of a YouTube channel. The maker wanting to make these videos for his audience, who enjoys making these videos, you know, and that's exactly how I felt. If you literally take a look at the list of videos from like 2018 to 2021, it is just nothing but gameplay after gameplay after gameplay. And I mean, yeah, every time that I played a game, like for example, Mexico versus USA, Brazil versus Argentina, or like Italy versus Germany, like those type of games, I made sure to record them and I wanted to post them because, well, people also did that as well, playing FIFA console games. And that basically helped me to establish this channel as a football mobile gameplay channel. So essentially I was part of the minority, but to me, I kind of feel like that made me a bit more unique, and that is what influenced me to make this channel all about football mobile gameplay. It was like uncharted territory, if you will. So for the first 7 years of this channel, I was dedicating myself to making these football mobile gameplay videos. But there were several moments throughout those years where I wanted to make different videos that were not related to football mobile gameplay. And these were like the first steps to a new direction that I would eventually do for the channel. Believe it or not, guys, making podcasts in these talk shows were a thing that I started way back since 2018. The Football Galaxy show is something that I kind of brought back after a while, just last year, but the very first episode of the Football Galaxy show was actually back in 2018. Back then, I didn't really have a computer to use, so my editing software was essentially a mobile app, that being KindMaster. And you can tell the editing is not so great. But me wanting to do these podcasts has been something that I've been trying to do literally like in the first few years of this channel. With the Football Galaxy show, I also started MLS Madness back in 2021. There was also the MLS 18 show, which was like a very short talk show that lasted like for 2 episodes only. There was also something called Good Galaxy Night, which was like my late night talk show for LA Galaxy stuff. And there were a few other projects here and there, but looking back, it seems like I was always interested in making these football podcasts or talk shows here on my channel. Now, when it comes to making football live commentary streams or live watch-alongs, well, that's a thing that has also been going around on my channel for quite a while. I think over the past 3 years, really. But believe it or not, my very first live commentary stream attempt was actually back in 2018 in an LA Galaxy versus Toronto FC game. Here's a small clip. Making it tied 3-3. Toronto FC, as of right now, have been really trying to find the tiebreaker. There it is! What do you know? Toronto FC have broken the tie after so long. It's Osorio. He breaks the tie for Toronto. So yeah, it looks like in the first few years of my channel, I was just doing some things that would eventually turn out to be the first stepping stones to things that I would really start to grasp and kickstart later on in my channel. And of course, eventually such things like that would require me to show my face. So, after 7 years of making football gameplay videos, I reached a point where it struck me that I wanted to grow my channel even more than this. I wanted to expand my channel to other ideas, to other new types of football videos, other than gameplay. And after thinking about it, I realized that if I wanted to grow my channel, then eventually I would have to show my face to the camera. So on January 20th of 2022, I did my face reveal. What is up, guys? Football Galaxy here, and welcome back to MLS Madness. This, of course, is the show where we break down all the biggest MLS news from the past 7 days. And really, MLS Madness was like the only football podcast that I had running in the channel at the time, because other than that, it was just gameplay videos. And the truth is, I didn't exactly kickstart these new type of football videos until like a year later. But in that same year, after I made my face reveal, I also started to show my face in these live watch-along streams. And it wasn't until 2023 when I slowly started to make more storytelling type football videos. One of my personal favorite ones was actually the Lionel Messi one, the Messi Effect video. In that summer, when the big news broke out that Messi was going to come to MLS and sign for Inter Miami, that particularly inspired me to make a storytelling type football video on the channel. And honestly, ever since I revealed my face 3 years ago, I was no longer shy of showing it on the camera for more videos. Granted, after that Messi video, I still was dedicated on making more football gameplay videos because I was still playing FIFA Mobile at the time, a little bit of eFootball as well. So even though I was slowly starting to shift into this new type of football videos, I really did not exactly kickstart it until really this year. Between 2023 and this year, the main non-related gameplay content from my channel was essentially, these podcasts like the Football Galaxy show and MLS Madness, and of course these live commentary streams and live watch-alongs. But as I look back, this year in particular was a year where I started to really grasp on the new direction for this channel. And that is exactly where we are now. Like I mentioned previously, 90% of the Football Galaxy channel was essentially built on football gameplay videos. But I feel like I have reached the point where if I truly want to grasp on this and really make a breakthrough and grow this channel and this community, then I feel like stepping away from that is probably the correct direction to go. Honestly, I am happy to where I'm at right now. I'm happy to how big the channel has grown up to this point. At the time of this recording, we're at around 2,150 subscribers. And honestly, guys, I'm just very much grateful for that. The channel has been growing steadily over these past few years, and the only direction that it will be going is up. And I'm very grateful to each and every one of you guys who have joined me in this journey. And as we celebrate these 10 years, honestly, guys, I'm just looking forward to the next 10 years of this channel. I don't know what the future holds, but rest assured, from a guy who has enjoyed making videos literally since he was a kid, I do not expect anything less than making more videos here on this channel for you guys. I have plenty of visions and ideas of things that I want to do, of videos that I want to make, and new upcoming projects that I will be revealing soon here in the channel, so stay tuned for that, guys. But right now, before we close off this video, I would like to take the opportunity to thank each and every one of you guys. For those who have been subscribed to my channel since day one, a big shout out to you guys, and to everyone else who has joined this community throughout the years, who have subscribed to me, who have been watching my videos, who have supported me. Thank you so much, guys. And right now, I am going to list a few names here. The list will be shown here on the screen. following. Actually though, before we kick off this list, I would like to actually give the very first and big thanks to the big man up above, because, well, I mean, he has given me so many blessings throughout these years, and it's honestly thanks to him that he has given me the privilege to making these videos. And yeah, I mean, I don't mention God too much in this channel, but I feel like for this special anniversary video, it would be right for me to mention God, because without him, I feel like none of this would be possible. So I'm very much grateful to everything that God has given me throughout my whole life, for all the blessings that he has given me. So this special thanks, of course, goes to him. And the second biggest thanks would have to go to my parents, to my mom and dad, who have supported me throughout my whole life. And I really cannot thank them enough for everything that they've done for me throughout all these years. So this thanks also goes out to them as well. But now, this special shout out will also go to the following: to Angry World Cup, to Gabriel Games, to Nulfo, to X-Ray Hawk, to Merrick, to Wi-Fi, Chris, Yuri, Oriart Sports Films as he was originally known, Luke from the Discord, Watch a Boy, Isaiah, Censor, Sam FIFA Brit, Sky, Noise Best, Moroccan Merchant, K-Toy, Slapify, Aldo Rayadicto, Galaxian 11, Gopher Scars, Richard Gamer, Tanzanas, Uno Baller 7, Zidane whatever 123. Yes, I know. I'm the Sick Boy, Shiba Inus, Jack Flawless, Leandro Martinelli, Macho, Mafia Man, Therios, String Bean, Rabbit Hole Football, Smorsagram, to the amazing people at 22 West Radio, and to the wonderful people at Long Beach Football Club, and to anyone else who I did not mention in this list. Rest assured, you guys have been nothing but amazing, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all the tremendous support that you guys have shown me throughout the years. To everyone who has joined me in my journey, and to everyone who has helped me and who has supported me, not just in my channel, but also personally, to helping me grow as a person, but also to my career, for me to becoming what I want to do. Before I close out this video, I do have one last surprise for you guys, so make sure to stay until the end, because after all, this is quite a milestone. This video marks the first 10 years of the channel. It would only make sense if there was something, just a small thing, maybe even a brand refresh, to mark this new era of the channel, this new direction, this new chapter, the next 10 years of the channel. So stick around to the end to find that out. And with that being said, for one final time in the first 10 years of the Football Galaxy channel, thank you guys once again for watching, for subscribing, for helping me, and for supporting me to grow this channel and this community. And I hope you guys have a great Galaxy night.